Strategies of Administration and Resource Mobilization. Part 2. Role description and functioning in social work. Social workers play multiple roles to address individual, community, and societal needs. Their functions vary depending on the context of their work, such as individual case management, group work, or policy advocacy. Enabler assists clients in identifying problems, developing skills, and finding solutions. Broker connects individuals with necessary resources and services. Mediator resolves conflicts between individuals, families, or organizations. Negotiator advocates for the best outcomes in disputes or decision-making processes. Activist works towards social change by addressing injustices and advocating for rights. Advocate represents and supports clients in accessing services, legal rights, and social justice. Empowerer encourages individuals and communities to develop self-sufficiency and confidence. Educator provides information and training to enhance knowledge and awareness. Communicator ensures clear, effective communication between clients, agencies, and stakeholders. Interpreter helps individuals understand complex legal, medical, or social issues. Group facilitator guides group discussions, therapy sessions, or community meetings. Initiator identifies problems and takes the first step in developing interventions. Coordinator ensures efficient collaboration between various service providers and stakeholders. Sustainability of programs. For social programs to be effective in the long run, sustainability is crucial. This includes ensuring resources, support, and adaptability over time. Environmental support, ensuring policies, community backing, and stakeholder involvement. Funding stability, securing long-term financial resources through grants, donors, and budgeting. Partnerships, collaborating with NGOs, government agencies, and private sectors. Organizational capacity, strengthening internal resources, leadership, and staff skills. Program evaluation, continuously assessing effectiveness and impact. Program adaptation, adjusting strategies based on changing needs and circumstances. Communication, maintaining transparency and engagement with stakeholders. Strategic planning, long-term visioning and planning to ensure sustained impact. Fundraising and resource mobilization. Fundraising and resource mobilization are essential for sustaining social welfare programs. They involve securing financial and non-financial resources from various sources to support organizational activities. Methods of fundraising and resource mobilization. Donations, contributions from individuals, corporations, and philanthropists. Grants and aid, financial assistance from government or private institutions. Corporate social responsibility, CSR, funds, support from businesses as part of their social commitment. Crowdfunding, online campaigns to gather small donations from a large number of people. Membership fees, collected from members of associations or organizations. Income-generating activities, engaging in business ventures to support social work. Partnerships and collaborations, working with NGOs, government agencies, and international bodies for financial support. Grants and aid, principles and procedures. Principles of grants and aid should align with the objectives of the granting authority. Must be used transparently and effectively. Requires accountability and regular reporting. Should be non-discriminatory and accessible to eligible applicants. Procedure for grants and aid cases. Application, submission of a detailed project proposal, budget, and justification for financial support. Processing of cases, review by the granting authority, assessment of eligibility, and approval. Disbursement of funds, release of funds in phases based on compliance with grant conditions. Resource mobilization. Resource mobilization includes strategies to secure funds, materials, human resources, and technical support for an organization's sustainability. It involves identifying potential donors and funding agencies, developing proposals and grant applications, building networks and partnerships, ensuring financial transparency to attract future funding. Financial administration. Financial administration involves the planning, organizing, directing, and controlling of financial activities in an organization. Methods of financial administration. Budgeting, estimating income and expenses for financial planning. Accounting, recording and maintaining financial transactions. Auditing, ensuring compliance and financial accountability. Purchase and supply, managing procurement and inventory for efficient resource use. Principles of financial administration. Principle of effective control, ensuring financial discipline and monitoring. Principle of accountability, making responsible use of financial resources. Principle of authority, defining financial decision-making power. Principle of compliance with the will of the legislature, following legal and policy guidelines. Principle of simplicity and regularity, keeping financial processes straightforward and consistent. Principle of uniformity, standardizing financial procedures across the organization. Principle of unity in the organization, integrating financial management with overall administration. Instruments of financial administration. Executive, responsible for financial policy implementation. Legislature, approves budgets, financial policies, and grants. Financial Department/Ministry of Finance, manages national or organizational finances, tax collection, and expenditures. Auditing Department, ensures accountability and prevents financial mismanagement. Social marketing. Definition, according to Kodler and Andreasen. Social marketing is the application of commercial marketing principles to influence behaviors that benefit individuals and communities for social good. It aims to change or maintain people's behavior for societal well-being rather than for profit. Principles of social marketing, for PS model. Product, the social idea, behavior, or service being promoted, e.g., smoking cessation, safe driving. Price, the cost, financial, time, effort, or social, that the target audience must pay to adopt the behavior. Place, the distribution channels and accessibility of the social marketing intervention, e.g., healthcare centers, social media. Promotion, strategies used to communicate and persuade people to adopt the behavior, e.g., advertisements, public campaigns, education programs. Process of social marketing. Planning, identifying target audiences, objectives, and required resources. Development of material and methods, creating content and strategies for behavioral change. Pre-testing, evaluating the effectiveness of messages, materials, and interventions before full implementation. Implementation, executing the campaign or intervention in the target community. Evaluation and feedback, assessing the impact and effectiveness, making necessary improvements. Models of social marketing. 1. Social cognitive theory, SCT, model. Focuses on how people learn and change behaviors through interaction with their environment. Components. Self-regulatory capability, ability to control one's behavior towards set goals. Self-efficacy, confidence in one's ability to perform a behavior. Rule learning, understanding guidelines or norms influencing behavior. Outcome expectation, belief that a certain action will lead to specific results. Outcome expectancies, the value placed on expected outcomes. Observational learning, learning by watching others. Enactive learning, learning from direct experiences. Emotional coping responses, handling emotional reactions to behavioral change. 2. Health belief model, HBM. Explains health-related behaviors based on individual perceptions and readiness to act. Components. Perceived susceptibility, individuals' belief in their risk of experiencing a condition. Perceived severity, belief about the seriousness of the condition and its consequences. Perceived benefits, understanding the advantages of adopting the behavior. Perceived barriers, identifying obstacles preventing behavior change. Cues to action, triggers that prompt individuals to take action, e.g., media campaigns, advice from doctors. 3. Trans-theoretical model of health behavior change. Explains the stages people go through in adopting new behaviors. Stages. Pre-contemplation, no intention to change behavior. Contemplation, aware of the problem and considering change. Preparation, planning to take action soon. Action, actively making behavior changes. Maintenance, sustaining new behavior over time. Termination, the behavior is fully adopted and there's no chance of relapse. 4th, theory of reasoned action, TRA. Suggests that a person's behavior is determined by their intention, which is influenced by their attitude and social norms. Key factors. Attitude toward behavior, personal evaluation of the behavior, positive or negative. Subjective norms, perceived social pressure to perform or avoid the behavior. Behavioral intention, a person's motivation to engage in the behavior based on their attitude and perceived social norms.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in next video.